Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my audio million, trillion, billion years to come. And this one called red light, green light. And you have the yellow light, and you have the light that you don't see. Now, in everything we do, you notice they have stop and go. But there are some people now that do not wait on the green light, and they do not wait on the stoplight. Understand? They just flow to anything. I mean, they don't follow no rules at all. You understand? And when I check it, it have species involve human creation, and then you have the human creation, and then you have the duplicate of the human creation. So when you start to judge life and looking at life, you got to look at what behavior of a human, because not all behavior are human. Some behavior are creations of other species, because species can become human. Species can wait till you sleep and take your soul out of you and put their soul into you. The person might look like the person, but the person is not that person. Those are some flashing yellow light. Slow down a little and check the situation. You understand? Then I check the behavior of human. And far as when it comes to creation, do you think human have more creation than species? Because species do more creation. And when you check the creations of human, you might have the Bible version. And the Bible version teach you about how God took a rib from Adam and create Eve, and it might be a heart, it might be a liver, it might be just clay. You do not have the full knowledge, but you're just going off of what they tells you. Those are some of the green light. You need to follow those, understand? So when you look at the mindset you got about how baby born and how life come into play, you're gonna say, well, this is the way it goes. And I'm saying, you're not checking no other teaching. You're not saying, well, this is my mother did it, my father did it, and my brother did it, and it passed down to generation to generation. But what if all those knowledge you got was all those bullcrap knowledge just to control you? Especially black people who were slaves. They would have never give the slave the right knowledge. So black people and old people must understand the duplicate creation, where like a person like me can become a million men. Understand that a man can become girl by using creations of the power, but you have to understand how it goes first. Then you have the Liquidong nation, where they born and they duplicate of someone, but instead of they born from the belly, they just make them baby. But only those who understand creation could to understand that. Those are also some green light you need to understand. You understand? And when you look at teaching of the creation, you have to ask yourself, what soul did create those mathematics? What soul give us this type of teaching? What soul give us the religion? What soul give us scientist work? Those are some green lights you need to go check. Understand? And to understand certain levels. And what soul give tactics of basketball? Where you come from? What soul give you sport like soccer and cricket and volleyball and all the other sports then that you got? Understand? Because it all come down to the souls of creation. Now you must ask yourself now, what soul human actually create more? Because when I check it, alien and species that can become us, and you do, cause the face look like them, but underneath it's not really them. You know what I'm saying? But when I say them, it's not really human, and they could come in our human creation way and give us knowledge. Understand? And give us where they're teaching. So you must ask yourself and question yourself when you hear this red light and green light. The soul you must watch. Because they told me way back then that they do not watch the face of the person. They watch the soul. And I was one of those souls where they watch the soul. Like I am Tupac's soul. But you have to understand creation to understand if I am really Tupac soul. What you should do with Tupac, if you're a spiritual person, put Tupac into a triangle and come on it. Our Father. You could put me, Stayfrya, and come on it. Tupac is a God because he comes from my soul. Those are some green lights. You should go follow them and check them if you're running to red light. So you would understand the levels of life. This is why he died. But if you check it, he's Machiavelli, he's going to return because he's a God. But what you think of God is what you teach of God. But if you push that aside and check another green light and run your research, you will see another level of the red light, green light, yellow light, and flashing light. Now, if you look at the red light, now how much people you know actually slow down at red light? Few. And I'm not talking about when you're driving. Sometimes you hear the words out the person's mouth. He giving you a red light. Say, well, I do not like you. That person might show a full play, but you not look at that. That's a red light. You understand? That person might doing things for you to move away, but you're not paying attention to the red light. But sometimes you see it and ignore it. But some people, they wait patiently. Like when my grandmother used to tell me, man, when your hand's in lion's mouth, you got to take your time and pull them out. That is the yellow light. And that comes with flow. Like you watch your flows and I'm like, okay, you know, I see the situation. I can't really move as yet, but I'm going to take my time and I'm going to take my time and totally just drift away from it. Far as I grew up here in America, and there was a time that everybody used to hang on the corner and slinging and doing things on the corner. You understand? And when they was down there slinging, I noticed he just take it down, drift away. And then a new set comes. I'm like, wow. But they're not doing it like they used to normally do, but they come back with it in a different form. No marijuana legalized, you see it on the sidewalk. And then people could just buy one and it's okay. But back then you couldn't do that. Police run there and lock you up. Those are some green lights you should follow. You should always check the past tense of things and see what it comes down to. And you must always have a thing where you check up on your culture. Understand? If you was in high school and you make it to come out like far as what they call it, 15, 20 now, you reach about 21 now. Understand? And then you say, wow, what happened to my peoples them from those times? You're running a green light check. And then you must check I said it before, you must check the generation that did walk the same path that you and see what they're going to be happening to your path, because everything is repeating. History gonna always comes and do the same thing. It's gonna be another. He's the greatest basketball player. He's the greatest football player. He's the greatest rapper. He's the greatest. He's the best. But all that going to comes. You understand? But it's all about who do it better and who the people like. Some things are just forced on you. Those are some green light, and red light. It's everywhere. Down to the environments that you're in is red light. Like stop and check. You know, like wow, that's a red light. I'm not going over there. I'm not drinking too much. I'm not smoking too much. I'm not following you because you're gonna put me in trouble and put me in jail. That's a red light. You ain't doing nothing progressive. So if I follow your step, I am gonna end up in jails and I'm gonna lose my cool. You pissing me off over here. I punch you, shoot you. I'm gonna end up in jail. Over here, let's follow the green light now. Let me move away from you. Let me stay away from you. Now I'm about to put this one in this place and I'm gonna do it calmly. You understand? But sometimes you have to check the flashing lights, man. You gotta check the red light, the green light, man. And then you have the red light overdose and doing too much and doing too much of one thing and doing things to destroy yourself. Cause you gotta check all these things. Most of what you're giving to, down to the food you're eating is destroying you. You gotta watch what you're doing to your body, how you feel. So for example, you eat some. You went to a fast food restaurant, you eat some, then you have to start to feel different. You gotta watch how your belly's swelling. You're taking in too much liquor, your body's straining away, and something. You gotta watch how your body's shifting. That's a lot of people don't watch that. Understand? You was okay for 4 hours and suddenly you come down with cold. You gotta ask yourself, how the hell I came down with cold? Where that come from? Man, I was just good just 2 minutes ago. How can I feel poisoning? Like how I can feel my stomach. Say, let me check up on myself. These are some green lights you gotta follow. Got those are red lights to block you. Understand? And some death come up on a lot of people because they don't check things, man. They're waiting for it. So I'm going to the hospital. The moment you feel like you're sick, man, the best thing you want to do is check the green light and check the red light and check the flashing red light and check the flashing yellow light. You got how you do that to in my world. I ask her, well, for example, I eat some and then I don't feel right. I check myself. So, well, what happening to me right now? About 2 hours ago, I was good. Where this come from? Understand? And a lot of you dudes out there, man, going to stores and make people pass you things to drinks, and your female give you things to drink, and your belly getting puffed. And you never used to be puffed, man. You be like, I ain't eating from you no more, ain't taking nothing from you no more. And like I'm start going to that store right there, because last month I didn't feel like this, you know. How the hell I swell up? I just met this woman, and then she cooking good food, and suddenly I start to swell up. These are some things you gotta check, you know, because some things are not right with you, man. And food didn't make for us to get swell and big belly, man. Somebody always putting things in your food, man. And I'm gonna left it like this, man. Follow the red light and follow the green light and follow the yellow light. How you do your watch them. Understand? And it's not when you're driving. It's just normal living, bro. Everything talking to you, man. By words, by the language, by face. You know, but don't your children showing you red lights and green light, bro. You just gotta look at the situations and just wake up to it. Don't to the system and the TV and the television. Have you ever check up on what they say sometimes? Have you ever check up on what your president said and everybody around you, man? And see if there's any truth and any reality. If anyone ain't dealing with reality, stay away from them. If anyone ain't talking and proving themselves, you'll stay away from them. If anyone that talk and can't show you the reality, you'll stay away from them. Because remember, they told me a long time ago, always pay attention to the details, and the proof is in the pudding. Understand? It's better to look ahead than wind up dead.